Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Visio. In this module, I want to go through how you can create a Gantt chart in Visio and how you can edit it and update it. So I'm on the new screen and there I've got is a Gantt chart, so I'll just click on that one. I want a blank Gantt chart, but you've got these different options that you can select. I'm going to use the blank option. First off, when you click on Gantt chart, the screen you're going to get is asking you what is the date range. So we've got months and days, so I'm going to leave it on there, but you've got options in there, years, quarters, weeks, etc. And then you can change these minor units to weeks, days or hours. So I'm going to leave that on the default. Then it gives you on the top left there a number of tasks. I'll also leave that on 5, and the format is hours and 8 hours per day, and then this is the timescale range, so the 10th of March to the 23rd of March. So if I just extend that to the 31st of March, just make it a little bit bigger. If I go into format, you can see how you can change, if you so wish, how the format on the Gantt chart itself appears. So at the moment it's set to none, there's no shape style if you like, and then you've got label options if you want to have those on the Gantt chart itself. Remember, there's going to be a task list, and then you might want the task name on the Gantt chart, but you've got to bear in mind the size of this and a different position inside label, right, left, inside, and then you've got these options for the summary bars. So I'm going to leave all of that on the default settings and just click OK and let it create the Gantt chart for me. So straight away it's come up with the 5 tasks. If I just zoom this up a little bit so you can see it. So if I go develop strategy as the first, or the title if you like, that's going to be my title, and then next task is going to be coord teams, short for coordinate teams, test product, market product, I'll keep it simple. Now because this is not Microsoft Project, high-end look at what a project plan is, and then sell product. Now obviously I want these to be, this is the title, I want these to be indented underneath the title. So what you have to do is just basically hold your shift key down, click on each one of these tasks like so, and then up on the top here you've got decrease, increase indent. So I've increased the indent like so. Now the date and time and durations are all listed there. So if I say 2 days for that, 2 days for this, and 2 days for that. I missed that one, 2 days. Let's say 2 days for everything. Now if you want these to be linked, if I click on the first one, if I click on that one actually, and then this, 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 and then this, what you can, if you go into the Gantt chart tab, is you can link these like so, and then they're all linked, and you can see the information flowing forward. Now if I click on one of these, not double click, if I can get it, there we go, the shape data appears for that task, and in the shape data you've got all of this information as you can see there. So the duration, percentage complete, if I change that to 40% for example on this one, you get a percentage complete bar appearing there. You've got an area to type some notes, and then you've got some custom fields. And if you right click on the shape, you can go into define shape data and add your own, or delete some of these if you don't want all of these. I'll just cancel that for now. Now so each shape, if you click on each shape, it's got that sort of information, so I'll just change that to 34% and you can see how that works. And I'll put that one to 100% like so. If you want to add an extra row. There's a couple of ways of doing it. On a row there and go new, it inserts a row just above where you were, so I'll just undo that. Or you can manually do that by just grabbing a row and bringing that in and just sitting it into the bottom there, and it'll snap in place. And again, I'll just do Control Z to undo that. If you need to change the time, the scale, you've got on the Gantt chart tab configure working time, which gives you the options to take some of these off or add Saturday maybe, or change this. I don't want to do that. Chart options gets you back into the first screen that you saw, where you can maybe change some of this, and again I'm going to leave that as it was. Now a title for this, if you want a title, you can add a title. You can just bring that on from the stencil on the left here, so I'll just drag it on. You can either bounce it onto the top or just sit it above. Call it develop product, and then click away like so. Now if you click onto the lines, you might want to do this. If I click onto the line, the shape data, so if you haven't got shape data active, if I click onto the line, shape data window is not there. Click on the data tab and then shape data window, so it comes up. You've got this option for lag. Now if I put a 2D lag, let's see what happens there. See, it gives you the 2-day lag there. If I click back onto this and put a -2 days on that, oops, -2 days, what you'll get is a lead. So it comes in, it's a lead time. So you got lag or lead. If I put that back to 0, 0, which was the default, it should just follow on. If you want to insert a column, you've got a few different options. Let's do it on this bit. If I right click there, I can insert a column, or I can just drag this column icon from the stencil and then drop it where I want it to go. But if I go for this option, it gives you a list there of different columns that you can insert. So let's go for percentage complete, okay. And then let's do that again. Obviously you're going to lose a bit of this on the screen, but if I insert column, let's go for resource names. So you've got to resource this, so I can put in information in there. So call that Steve Saxton, and then Dave Jones, and so on and so on. I won't fill it all in. And then if I come back over this side and insert a column and go for the level, you've got the option there, outline level. Okay, there we go. Now I've already put this information in so you can see how it sits, or you can just use the shape data area to type in the outline level. So what I've done is I've made this top task, develop strategy, outline level 1, and then all the other tasks are outline level 2, so they're all coming underneath this. So this is now a summary task, if you like, and then you can see these two little triangles on either end, and that is the percentage complete of the project. Even though these are 40 and 34%, the overall percentage complete is that. You can hide the column afterwards if you don't want to look at that. If I just hide that, you know, if it gets too cluttered, because all this information that you put in these columns is sitting in here really, so you can see it there. There's the resource, I haven't typed any notes, and there's the outline level. Now if you want to export this into Excel or Microsoft Project, if you've got Microsoft Project, on the Gantt chart tab you have this export data option. Excel, next. Now you have to browse for the file that you want it to go into, so I've just got one called book 1, that, overwrite it, yep, and then next, and then finish, and then that should drop this information into Excel. Okay to that. Then have a look at Excel book 1, it should have dropped that in. So you can see the resources are there, the outline level, and the percentage complete. It's not formatted to percent. And the information, you get all the fields coming through from the shape data. But if I just close Excel down, get back into this. So that's basically from the Gantt chart, and you can also import data. I'm not going to go through that, but this is all I want to talk about for this little session: how to create a simple Gantt chart and update it if you need to update it, and export it if you want to export it. So hopefully that was of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you on the next one.